Colorado doesn't quit. Colorado doesn't break. Those words from Governor John Hickenlooper in his State of the State address. The governor highlighting the state's resolve in light of deadly fires, devastating floods, and another school shooting. 7 News reporter Marshall Zelinger asking if that resolve is enough to unite a divided legislature. Marshall?
It may be tough, Ann, especially in an election year and fresh off the gun law debate from last year. Those new gun laws resulted in historic recalls and a lawsuit from sheriffs statewide. Without mentioning it by topic, the governor essentially asking Republicans to put last year behind them.
No one needs to remind us we're going into a political season.
During Governor John Hickenlooper's State of the State address, the elephant in the room was never addressed.
So as we begin this session, my ask is that we try to ignore divisive politics.
Last year, the governor signed into law new gun legislation, limiting magazines to 15 rounds or less, and requiring background checks for all sales, including private sales. Ultimately, 2 Democratic senators, John Morse and Angela Herron, were recalled, and a third, Evie Hudak, resigned before a potential recall election. But nowhere in his 40-minute speech did the governor reference the gun debate until we asked him one-on-one right after the speech.
I don't see us repealing laws, but I'm not against trying to figure out a way to fine-tune them or make them better.
You can't run from the fact that 55 sheriffs are suing us for what we did here last year.
Senate Minority Leader Bill Cadman promises gun bills will be introduced into the Democratic-controlled legislature to try to repeal last year's laws. How do you not be divisive with those things that happened last year?
Well, if I am them, and you heard that from the governor, I want to put on as positive a face as I can.
Other highlights from the governor's speech: he wants to fund an additional $100 million for higher education, which would also limit tuition increases to no more than 6% each year. The governor also wants the state to find money for every K-12 school district to put their budgets online for transparency. Reporting live, Marshall Zelinger, 7 News.
Thanks, Marshall. And the governor's setting a lot of goals for the state in his address. You can watch the replay of the entire speech, or you can read it in its entirety on the 7 News app and the denverchannel.com.